Well, Ector County is looking at expanding their jail. That's because there's just too many inmates.
They're having to send millions of dollars, sending them to other jails. News West 9's Jolene Okazaki tells you what's their next step in this News West 9 special report.
As Ector County's population grows, so has the crime.
Usually in the summer months, our population will grow in the jail. It's hotter, warmer, people are out more.
An overcrowding problem leading to deputies transporting around 170 inmates to other counties. But this problem isn't anything new.
We have a lieutenant and a master sergeant. About all they do all day, every day is arrange for transportation of inmates. They can't even concentrate on their real regular duties because they are constantly dealing with the transportation issue.
Counties like Lynn, Scurry, Reagan, Parker, Hudspeth, and McLennan are all getting paid by Ector County just to house their inmates.
Right now, we're paying thousands of dollars a day to employ individuals to other counties.
Charging from $30 to $50 per inmate, that's almost $2 to $3 million a year. But the talk of the jail in need of an expansion is back on the table.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
It's been 24 years since the jail was built. We've gone slow enough. It's time to quit talking. It's time for action.
County commissioners approved a $25 million limit on the jail's expansion, which would include 3 pods and 480 beds.
At some point, we are going to have to expand the jail. This one takes a pretty good leap. It adds 3 different pods. You could say we could have got by with 2 for right now and maybe save some costs.
Ector County currently houses about 608 inmates, but their capacity is 667. And here in Midland County, they don't have that overcrowding problem anymore. They house about 500 inmates, but how do they keep that number down? Sheriff Painter says it's all about the county's teamwork.
You must have the district attorney. He's got to be involved. The county attorney, if they're prosecuting misdemeanors, have got to be involved. All the judges have to be involved. If you're not working together, you're costing your taxpayers money.
Midland County had a severe overcrowding problem in the 90s. They ran a little over 500 inmates a day and only housed 200 inmates in their facility. And because the state penitentiary was backed up, Midland County had to also send inmates to 9 different counties, and transportation cost $1 million just for 1 year.
As far north as Muleshoe and as far east as close to Abilene, Big Spring, we had them in Big Lake. We had them all over the place.
When Midland County had a jail expansion back in 2008, a jail consulting company was hired to do surveys. Back when the jail housed 202 beds, the consulting company said it was time to expand. By 2012, the expansion was complete with 500 beds, and within the past few years, the jail population has been sitting in the 400s. But in addition to the expansion, the county was also using their own pretrial bonding company.
I venture to say that the pretrial bonding has probably between 800 and 1,000 people out on pretrial bond. That is people that would be in the county jail costing the taxpayers money, and I would be shipping inmates if it weren't for pretrial.
The program looks at a list of offenders who were arrested 24 hours earlier and finds the ones with nonviolent crimes. However, they'd have to be eligible for their service in order to bond out at only 3%.
Depends on the severity and the type of crime that would be a menace to the society.
Ector County also has a similar program that can bond out those charged with a nonviolent crime. It's also at 3%.
It does help if they can pay 3% of the bond. They'll put them on a monitor and get them out of here. We have looked into expanding that program.
The program has been in place for a few years, and so far, both pretrial programs have helped alleviate the overcrowding in both Ector and Midland County.
That is one of the greatest things that I can say about Midland County criminal justice system. Everybody puts in their 2 cents. Everybody puts in their sweat, and we all get results out of it. It may not always be what we're looking for, but everybody participates, and they work hard at helping me keep the jail population down, and that's very, very important.
Ector County's jail expansion would house 1,147 inmates. If the debt is approved, the county could see groundbreaking sometime next year. As for completion, it still has a while to go.
It'll be safer, it'll cut down on liability, it'll make the courts run smoother because all the inmates will be here. Even if they do vote to issue the debt, we're still looking at probably 2 years before we're ready to open the doors.
Jolene Okazaki, News West 9.
Yesterday, Ector County commissioners approved for a credit rating on the $25 million bond issue. After the rating agency determines the rating, commissioners may vote on the debt on the 22nd.